We ain't wasting no time. Welcome to Sports Talk Coast to Coast. Where the Cowboys got they ass whooped. Where Green Bay put Dallas over their knee in their own stadium and spanked them twice.
Sure did.
Green Bay got more wins in Dallas than Dallas do.
You sure do.
That's messed up. Because that's true. So what y'all gonna do, Tony? Y'all gonna blow it up?
No, I think what they're gonna do is play the get along game. They're gonna all be all cozy and come out and say the right things and all that, and they probably won't. I would blow this fucking thing up to a certain extent, but they won't because if it hasn't happened by now, then it's not going to happen. So they're probably going to ride this out. I think what was it? OJ said somebody was in his final year. Maybe they'll let him finish his final year or something like that. That's possible.
Hey OJ, you your boy Dak on Sunday night, and I quote, said, "If Mike McCarthy is to blame, so am I." What you think about that statement?
Somewhat was. I mean, they had a slow start, but I'm just saying McCarthy's got the best out of that. I can say that. All the coaching he's had, he's played the best with McCarthy. For whatever
They ain't
that's worth.
saying a lot, man. They ain't saying a lot, though. And I'm a Cowboy fan. If that's all the best that they can get out of him, shit, man, I say blow the whole damn thing up then because, oh my goodness.
12-4 and a first round loss. That's the getting. 12-4 and a first round loss.
Guaranteed. That's and that's guaranteed statement right there, bro.
Is that his play overall. I'm not talking about. I'm just.
I hear you, O. I hear you. Yeah. But damn. Oh, that was painful, man. That was so painful to watch, man. To see a team like that. On paper, they should have wiped the floor with Green Bay. But that ain't reality. Green Bay came in their house, hit him in the mouth, hit him in the gut, and they kept repeating it over and over and over. They could not stop the run.
You notice, like I said, Kelly, we're going to keep doing it till you stop it. You know? If you can't stop it, then, hey, why should we try something else? Come on.
There's running the ball effectively and throwing the pass because it's set up, and there's just rolling over and dying. And Dallas rolled over and died. They came out on that field with no heart, with no inspiration, with no. Tony said it to me best when I talked to him on Sunday night. Dallas just expected to win because they was at home and because they were the Cowboys, and Green Bay came in there and ran them over. Period.
Well, they sacked them when they ran down the field on them. I mean, because they hadn't like Quayle said, they hadn't been able to run the ball all year.
They came out there with no desire to win. They thought they were just going to hit the field and win, and Green Bay was going to roll over because they were the wild card team that barely made the playoffs.
I don't want to give. I'll have to give Green Bay obviously their credit because they came out ready to go. But I'm giving Dallas more of the blame as far as this goes. Like Dallas beat themselves.
Yeah,
they throwing pick sixes. So I'm saying it wasn't Green Bay just like you're trying to say. Well, people were hurt and they coming out and they were still the teams don't just turn it on in the playoffs and that's how it goes.
What I'm saying was
beat themselves.
No, what I'm saying was Green Bay was finally close to 100% at the time of the game. All year they had not been that way. That's what I was saying. They was right there.
We can that is true. I'm not even gonna say probably. That is true. But the other problem that I have is Mike McCarthy knows better. Maybe Dak has played adjustments. And maybe Dak has played the best for him, but like Tony said, that ain't saying much.
What are you talking about? Dak is the only reason why they were in that game.
The second half, it was garbage numbers.
I'm about to say, OJ, are we really going to count them numbers? Them was numbers that were put up.
It's Kirk Cousins all over again.
I was about to say
Come on, man.
them was numbers that was put up. Them was numbers that was put up after Green Bay's defense did not care.
Because they could have melded in. They could have melded in.
It was 48-10 my third quarter.
I'm about to say, OJ, if I got a 38-point lead, you think I'm about to play hard? Come on now, be real.
Yeah, the game was already out of reach, man.
I wanted Dallas to win because I didn't want to see this dude. I didn't want to see another first-day Hall of Fame quarterback on Green Bay. So I was like, please, just come on. This one.
Hey, I'm sorry, you're going to be sick because that dude looks like he's going to be way better than Aaron Rodgers.
Man, okay, don't say all that now. He ain't
it's
a little premature, OJ. Come on now. Come on now.
You know why I said that? But I'm going to tell you why I said that. Because Aaron Rodgers always calling his own plays. This dude worked within the system. And the system's pretty damn good.
That's still premature, OJ. And to be fair, even if Aaron Rodgers was calling this, and even if Aaron Rodgers calls his own number 98% of the time, he was successful.
That Jordan Love, you think Jordan Love's going to have a better career than Aaron Rodgers, and then that was Colin Cowherd. I was watching, and he was expounding on that, and then he was talking to the guy, and the guy was telling him that Jordan Love is smart enough to just go with the play. Now, if he has to go above the play, then he can do that. He proved that he can do that. But Aaron Rodgers, every time the play will come in, they were saying Matt LaFleur would come in, and if Aaron didn't like the play, he would just change the play all the time.
OJ,
and that
you got what?
We got a Super Bowl ring.
Let him finish.
I gotta cut you off. No, I gotta cut you off on that because this is his first year. This is the first time you got film on him. This is his first year. Everybody does pretty good your first year because nobody has film on you and see what your tendencies are.
But this is also
Andrew Luck was going to be better than Peyton Manning, and look how that turned out.
Well, he got the hell beat out of him. He would have been better.
The other point that I want to make, OJ, is number one, Jordan Love started real slow. They were not singing these praises on his first 3, 4, 5, even 6 games. You want to go off of one playoff game and say he's about to be? I'm not even an Aaron.
I'm not going off of one playoff game. I'm going off of. This is all systematic.
Are you going to let me finish, or are you going to keep on talking over me?
Go ahead.
My point is, he started off slow. He got beat up. The Green Bay got beat up. Aaron Jones hurt or not. Like you said before, that's no crying about it. That's part of the damn game, number one. Number two, didn't nobody start singing these praises until he beat Dallas. Let's see what he does against that 49er defense and see if everybody's singing his praises then. I'm not even an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm not even an Aaron Rodgers fan. But to me, he had a better first couple of years than, this is Jordan Love's first year as a full starter. Let's see what he does next year, like Quell said. Everybody's going to know what his tendencies are. Everybody's going to know what he's thinking about. And the other thing is, you say it's a good system. How do we know that system is even going to stay in place based on the fact that if Green Bay has success, all them coaches might get hired away like Philadelphia did, and look what happened to them this year. So we don't know if everything's going to stay in place like everybody thinks they are, singing all these praises off of, 6 or 7 games and one playoff game. I was impressed with the victory, but I don't see it continuing. Anyways, let's move on to the next game. Let's move over to the Rams, OJ, where Jared Goff proved that he was a better quarterback on Sunday night.
Come on, man.
You knew that was coming, though.
Yeah, come on, man. I was home cooking. And you know it.
No, it wasn't. It was Jared Goff getting the job done under pressure, and Matthew Stafford proving that he's too old to still play.
Oh, come on, man. They roughed the passer, and they motherfucking interfered with it. Interfere with Puka Nakua on that last play.
And what you tell me? And what you tell me?
Part of the game.
It's part of the game. Stop crying about it.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway,
So are you gonna still
D-
say Jared Goff suck?
I'm
Jared
not.
Goff,
I'm
he's
not.
decent. He's
Oh,
decent.
Now he's decent.
He's decent right now.
Hey, you gotta eat your words. Like I ate my words with
I ain't got.
Yoki.
He does suck, and he always gonna suck. But he played okay.
Oh wow, that's disrespectful. Now if he win the Super Bowl,
LA
then
got
what?
rid of him for a
Right? If
reason,
you win
and
the Super Bowl, then what?
you gonna find out what that reason is this week.
You really think your Bucks about to go up there and get a win?
I said my bus is gonna surprise people.
The
We
Bucks
playing
is
with
not gonna do nothing.
Baker
playing with house
Mayfield does
money
not.
now.
Baker Mayfield does not have another game like that in him, OJ. Let's
By
talk
the
about
way.
this Miami Kansas City game though, because if Kansas City can't finish inside the 20, OJ or no, Tony, they're not gonna be able to beat Buffalo.
yeah,
No, nope.
Buffalo can put some points up on you,
Oh yeah,
man.
for
Ooh.
sure.
Yeah, Kansas
For
City's been
sure.
suspect all year long, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
all it takes is just one game where they come out flat like that. Against Buffalo, that is not the squad to do it against
Nope.
because
Absolutely not.
they could put up the point just as quick as KC can, and they're a threat, man. And they can
Yeah.
bury a team fast too. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
KC might be in some real big trouble this week.
they better hold on to the damn ball, or it's gonna be over real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Mahomes better not be throwing no damn picks because it's gonna be a rout. I give the edge to Buffalo this weekend, man.
2 years ago, I would have said it don't matter because Kansas City
Right.
they went anywhere. But this year they just been dropping balls, not taking advantage of turnovers, having to kick 4 field goals to win a game. That's just not their mentality.
And turning the ball over themselves.
But I want to go
Mahomes.
back to something Mike Tirico said, OJ, and I know you're gonna disagree with me because he on that big scramble that Mahomes made from like the 32 all the way down to like the 2-yard line where they didn't even score a touchdown, mind you. This fool said, and I quote, wait for it, this fool said he's the best at that. What? Did you forget about number 8 in Baltimore? Did he really say that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He did.
Or number 7 in Atlanta
7.
back in the day.
Right.
Dude, that
Right.
guy. Dude.
I think Mahomes has deceptively fast feet. You think he's moving slower than what he actually is.
Mahomes is deceptively fast, but I don't
He
agree
is.
with him saying that
He's the best
Mahomes is
at
the best.
yeah.
You know, basically he was saying that nobody scrambles better than he does or makes people miss as a quarterback. No.
Yeah, I take homage for that. Y'all just mentioned the best 2 scramblers right there.
So,
Justin Fields is good too. What they talking about? I mean, shoot, you got Baltimore, man, come on, man. I like Tirico, but man, come on.
Justin Fields needs a new team, though.
He does.
He needs to go somewhere else.
no,
I think he will. I think he will.
I don't think he does. It's not the team. It's not. It's the as like I told y'all before. I hate agreeing with OJ. Get him in a system consistently for a couple of years, and you'll see a different quarterback. You can't switch coordinators every year and expect him to adjust.
This is true. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's true.
You
You
put him
gotta
in the
have
same
some
system for 4 or
consistency.
5 years, and I bet you he'll be as successful as Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, all these successful quarterbacks. You can't have a different coordinator every year and expect them to lead the team to the playoffs or have a winning season when, one year they want them to run. The next year they want them to stay in the pocket. The next year they want them to do both and read defenses, this, that. No. You gotta have him keep it simple.
Yeah, settle it down.
Because unlike Kyler Murray, Justin Fields will read the playbook. So
We gotta get a Murray dig in there.
we got one more game to talk about. Apparently, you talk about Jordan Love, or not Jordan Love, but Dak Prescott throwing no pick sixes, but your boy Flacco threw a couple of them too.
Oh yeah. He was tossing that pigskin up like a beach ball. I'm like, damn, boy, what you doing?
His little run came to an end down there in Texas because the Texans came out banging. They set the tone for the whole weekend.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. Them boys they balled out on that field. I'm like, damn, these young boys are ready to play.
Yeah.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying they're gonna beat Baltimore, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I'm looking forward to watching them play. Them
The only
boys,
thing that I
Yeah.
think might get in their way is what we've already talked about, and that's weather. Because on the East Coast, it is a little cooler than it
yeah.
is down there in that comfortable, retractable dome. So, all right, well, let's start over on the West Coast, Tony. Who you got? 49ers or the Packers? Jordan Love playing out of his mind against a
Mm,
dormant Dallas team, but what's he gonna do on the West Coast? Continue to be on the road and against a defense that's a whole lot better.
yeah, yeah. This might be a tough matchup for a little while, first quarter, maybe second quarter, but I'm thinking that San Francisco is going to hang on and be steady and win that game. So I'm going San Fran.
How about me?
Yeah, you.
Why you hit me last?
You're not last. OJ is, and technically I am because I'm the damn host. Now you got Green Bay or 49ers.
You know I got the 49ers. The only way the Green Bay win is that if the quarterback doesn't show up, if Brock Purdy has if he act like he the second round, if he play like he the seventh round pick, then they gonna lose.
OJ, what's up? I know you ain't high on the Niners because Baltimore's your squad, but they in the AFC and they playing another team right now. So who you got, Packers or the Niners?
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm picking the Pack. I'm picking the Pack because that was what Quill just said. When you get Purdy off his spot, he's just an ordinary guy. He's a systematic guy, but if you can hit him a couple of times, then he gets to seeing that pass rush a little early. He started anticipating stuff that ain't even there. And then he started making mistakes.
All right, well, based on the fact that he ain't been off his square, but maybe twice in the last 2 years, I'm going with the 49ers because Mike, or I was about to say Mike. Kyle Shanahan is his daddy's child, and he don't play that, so I'm gonna go with the 49ers by two touchdowns. Well, I got you, OJ. We're gonna start with Baltimore and the Texans. The Texans is hot. Baltimore is hotter. They both got great quarterbacks, and they both can do some good things. Both of them defenses show up when it's necessary. So, who you got in this Baltimore Texans game?
I'm taking Baltimore, but it's not gonna be a blowout like most people like saying. I think these young boys got something to say. I'll give them a touchdown. I have that much respect for it. We'll win by a touchdown.
Tony, Ravens or the Texans?
Man, this is a tough one for me because I like Ravens, but I also like them damn Longhorns, man. Longhorns, damn, wrong team.
You in the right state though.
Wrong state though, yeah. But I'm sitting there like, oh man, okay. I think the young boys come out there and play some spirited ball, playing some real good ball. But I just think the experience of Baltimore is probably gonna pull through, and I got Baltimore in a close one.
I'm with Tony. It's a hard one only because anytime a team comes in hot like this, hot fire, and it's not clear, like with the Green Bay Packers, it's clear that the 49ers are the better team. Texans are kind of comparable with CJ Stroud and the young boys. But they're coming in hot, and Ravens got that week off, so they kind of cold. They got to get used to the game, so it's going to be close. But I think the Ravens will win by a field goal or at the end with that field goal kicker and come out, just on the skin of their teeth.
I think Baltimore is going to win. I think at least by a field goal.
Yeah, everybody's got Baltimore so far.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I know. What happened last week?
Dallas.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm gonna go the OJ route this one. I'm picking the Texans for the upset by a field goal.
Uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
think I think Stroud might show up. He's my candidate for rookie of the year. I ain't saying he's the end all be all, but he has shown me a little bit of poison maturity in the last week of the season. And I ain't saying that the Browns was you know, a tough team per se, but to OJ's point last week, they got a good defense, and he made that he picked them apart. OJ, he actually did what you said he wasn't gonna do, and that was handle that man to man, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I remember OJ did say that.
All right, let's jump over to this Buffalo Kansas City game.
I think
Hey,
it's a turf game.
Quail, do you think a lot of these injuries are coming from artificial turf, and we should just go all grass on everybody's field?
Yes, yeah. I mean, you got no give on turf. It's like it's weird to play on. It
Concrete.
really is. I mean, when I played on it, it's very. I mean, I liked it because it's like looked good, but it's
And you ain't
weird
got to
to
use
play on.
cleats either. You could just use regular tennis shoes, right?
Yeah, but
Well,
you still kind of use cleats. You
gotta
still kind of can
complete.
dig in a little bit, but you don't have to use
Yeah.
like deep cleats. No. The thing about the turf is it's easy. It's easier for them to maintain. It looks good, and you don't have those divots that you used to have in the fields. But now the technology in helping the grass grow has gotten so much better. You don't really have those issues, so they could go back to to grass. The problem before was you would have uneven fields, and you had what was it, Kansas City field where it was like just snow out, and you were like playing in the you were just sliding around in the snow, and you can't heat grass. They can heat the turf.
Right. Anyway, Eric, who you got? Buffalo or Chiefs?
No, I got Buffalo. Kansas City dropping too many balls, and they're not concentrating on that end. So yeah, I got Buffalo.
All right, Tony, who you got? Chiefs or Buffalo?
That's a tough one. I will say this. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. I think KC has Buffalo number, but this year Buffalo is playing a lot better than KC. I'm gonna just say Buffalo. I'm gonna say Buffalo, but this could be a jump off game, a spark game for KC. They have been playing kind of up and down all year, but they have Buffalo's number. And this might be the game that sparks them. And if it does, man, look out, because then the old KC shows up, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the playoffs.
I was torn like Tony, but I'm gonna go ahead and give the slight edge to Buffalo just because Kansas City has
Mm-hmm.
been up and down all year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Quails on you.
I don't know. I was telling them there was this prestige on Patrick Mahomes over that Buffalo team. Somehow they just can't pull it out. And I think that
Mm,
it's probably gonna happen again. It's the same thing with the Patriots and the Colts back in the day. They just couldn't
yeah.
beat that. The Colts couldn't beat them for some reason, and they were always better. They always had a better record. They seemed to have a better team. They just couldn't pull it off. So I think that it's gonna come down to the wire again, and Patrick Mahomes is gonna find a way to figure it out.
If
And this is
if
why it makes
Eli
him
had been a
great.
couple years older, he could have played for the Colts and they would have been just fine. Because Tom Brady is 0-2 against Eli. I ain't torn. I ain't scared of Josh Allen. I don't care if he's at home. I don't care if it's cold. Until he proves me wrong, I'm picking Mahomes over Allen any day of the week. Yes, they've been dropping balls. Yes, the defense has been a little suspect, but it goes back to a couple of years ago. This is where Buffalo lost me. And OJ knows what I'm about to say, when they said, yeah, we're beating our team to beat Buffalo or beat Kansas City. They built their team and they still didn't beat them. So, I mean, and they kind of disintegrated after that to me. So, and they're playing good now, but to Tony's point, Buffalo has been up and down this year. And right now they're up, but I don't know. I think Buffalo might get hit in the mouth just like they did when Cincinnati came up there last year. So I'm going with Kansas City. Now, to me, this next game is the game of the weekend. Nothing else matters, OJ. Are the Bucks gonna go up to Detroit in their second playoff game in 30 years and get the win? Who's gonna win? Is Baker gonna show up? Is Goff gonna fold? What's gonna happen?
I don't know about Mayfield, but defense travels. That's all I'm gonna say. And golf can't stand up to the pressure. So the Bucks should win.
But Erica, you got Bucks or the Lions?
No, I got the Lions. I don't. Baker Mayfield does not impress me. I don't care if he had a 300 something yard game this past, but I don't.
What about that defense
337?
traveling? Like OJ said, you don't think defense win championships?
Yeah, I mean until they do. I mean, until they do. We'll see. I still got golf.
All
I
right.
mean, and it's at home, right? So
Oh yeah, up
He's
in
at
the
home.
open Ford Field,
yeah,
55,000 strong.
he don't have to go to humidity of Florida.
Actually, I think it holds 75. But yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
Tony, who you got?
Well, I agree with OJ. Defense does usually travel. agree with you there. But what I won't agree with you is that they are not Ray Lewis the defense though. So Ray
No,
Lewis
sir.
now could shut a team
Nope.
down, and all you need the offense to do was to score 10 points, and they were gonna win. So I'm going Lions all the way, baby, all day long on them dang Bucks because I don't trust Mayfield.
And
I
before I
don't
go
trust.
to Quail, OJ, you said defense travel. Well, apparently they don't stay home, Cowboys, because
Cowboy, yeah. Well, they should have traveled, maybe. I thought about that too.
apparently they had too much home cooking.
Mhm.
Right.
All right, Quail, Cowboys. I said Cowboys, Lions or Rams.
Lions
No,
or Rams.
Lions or
He
Tampa
said
Bay.
Bucks.
You know
Tampa
what I
Bay.
meant.
Right.
I was reading the Rams. I was looking at something. I
Last
wasn't
week.
gonna highlight. Anyway,
Come on,
Cowboy
man.
or Lions or Bucks. Damn it.
But
Lions or the Bucks.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
going with
maybe
the
so.
Lions. You already know because Jared Goff is that guy. Hey, don't hate OJ. Don't hate. He the man. He the man now.
don't hate, appreciate.
He the new Matthew Stafford. Right?
Well,
Stafford
y'all already know
is
I've been high on the
35.
Lions for 3 years. I'm glad they finally made the playoffs. I'm glad they got a playoff win, Dak Prescott, something you can't get done. Anyway, yeah. Lions all the way. OJ,
Yeah,
the
it's
Bucks
6 years apart.
defense does travel,
Yeah.
but that defense was playing against a beat up Philadelphia team. I'm not putting no stock in that. And I
I
like
know why
Dan
you
Campbell too.
keep.
And I like Dan Campbell too because he's not a Brandon Staley risk taker, but he'll go for it he'll calculate when he goes for it. He ain't gonna go for it every fourth down in his own territory, but he'll fake it at a calculated time. And he got them boys playing. All right, before we go to basketball, Quail, do you think now that has happened that Sirianni for the Eagles coach should be fired based on the performance on Monday night and what happened with the meltdown after they were 10-1?
Nah, they were just getting old. It was about time. They still had a lot of old players from that Philadelphia Eagles of Super Bowl team. So he just needs some time to get some young guys in there and to stay motivated.
Ain't this supposed to be an equal opportunity league though?
What are you talking about?
It's supposed to be equal opportunity for jobs and longevity, right?
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
So you said give him time, but I mean Houston didn't give Lovie Smith time, so why should we give him time?
Well,
I'm just
that
saying. So, Tony, would you fire him?
You're asking wrong because I'm still on that Dallas debacle. I'm ready to fire everybody. Shoot, man, man.
Get him out of here, coach.
Talking? Yeah, shoot. I mean, the way that they lost, man, you don't lose again. completely did not prepare that team, and then they never made any adjustments. And then you already been, it's like, okay, what do I expect next year? More the same. I don't see them going anywhere next year. So that's why I'm like, what? Why push this out to another year? Just freaking go ahead, cut the cord now, do your job, get somebody else in there, and start building anew. But that's not. So would I fire Philly's coach? Mm, I mean, he's been successful in there. I mean, it had a lot of change in that team from last year to this year, so the continuity was off. Even though he had a lot of the same players, I don't know. I don't know if I'd fire him. I think
right.
maybe I had to leave him on again.
He was
Now,
12.
but
He was 12-5, and he was 10-1 after 12 or 11 games. Lovey Smith was 12-4 and won a damn playoff game. And got fired. So
I'm with you. Lovey should have never been fired. I'm with you on that.
What about you, OJ? You probably wouldn't fire me, would you?
Or Sirianni?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will because
Dang!
Wow.
He didn't even think about it that long.
He sure did. I was like, yeah, I think I will. Like, damn.
I mean, yes, they was 10-1, but you knew that there was something brewing all year long, and I think it was because he didn't have the respect for the other players in the locker room, and you could tell that as the year went on, they tuned him out basically, or whoever was coaching the defense.
And I was just about to say, to your point on last show, you said they made that defensive change and it never got any better, just got worse. So, all right, let's jump back over to Dallas, though, because Tony talking about blow it up. I said blow it up 2 years ago when they still had Elliott on the team. Who would you get rid of, Tony? Elliott, or not Elliott, but Prescott or Lamb? Because to me, they make the most money, and they're not. I mean, Lamb had a out of his mind year.
Hold on, Cliff. Hold on. There's a caveat to that just before you finish your statement. Dak has one more year on his contract, by the way, Tony. So go ahead, Cliff.
But yeah, who would you get? I mean, I guess that pretty much answers it for me.
Yeah, Dak's already. Yeah, that's already. Yeah, because what they're gonna pay him more for the results that we're getting now?
Right. And the other thing too, Tony, that I would do is maybe I wouldn't get rid of him, or maybe I let him write his contract out because I know if I cut him, I got some dead money. I got to pay him anyway. But after his contract is up, maybe I let him go and let Cooper Rush or Trey Lance step in.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. You got Trey Lance. He got something to prove, and you got Cooper Rush. I mean, you ain't hurting at the quarterback position. Really not.
Oh no.
OJ, would you say that Pollard filled the gap per se, or was quality running back material this year? I mean,
no, they need a running back.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing, but I wanted to hear you say it because to me, he was a better backup than he was a starter.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Then now he got all the attention on him and he didn't do nothing. All right, let's move on to basketball.
Indiana Pacers just got Pascal Siakam.
Dude, I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that is either. That's what I'm thinking. Who the hell
is that?
And I was like, who is that?
You know Pascal Siakam is, right?
That was the Raptors' best player after they let go the Rosen and that guard that went down to Miami.
Old man. Help me out, OJ. What's his name? He shooting them threes. I forgot his name.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. He won he won an NBA championship with that squad, didn't he? With Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, him and Kawhi.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad. Him, Kawhi, and Kyle Lowry.
That's his name, Lowry.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry. Yep.
Lowry.
Yeah. Y'all hating on that man Pascal. Well, he ain't been doing nothing. But still. You gotta respect him because he won a championship.
He play up in Toronto. That we don't know who he is.
That's true. Well, he ain't been doing
that's why they gave up all them players.
Yeah, they trying to restructure. They trying to restructure and everything, which is the right move. I mean, What else you gonna do right now? You're not doing nothing right now.
Any rumors for the trade deadline besides that one you just made? I mean, that ain't a rumor that happened, but anything.
The Lakers want a point guard. Golden State trying to get rid of everybody except for
Except Steph I said Marbury. Except Steph Curry.
it says
Oh,
Steph Curry,
that's
yeah.
blasphemous.
But
Well,
they've been balling a little bit. Klay Thompson's been
They need to send
coming
Steph
on.
Curry home. Send him to the I'm about to call them the Panthers. Send him to the Hornets because they got a nice little squad over there. They put Steph on that team, they might do something.
no, that be had too many guards there.
Well, of course they wouldn't trade him for nothing. They'd probably have to get a couple people and a couple picks, but
I'm saying, who do they got besides LaMelo Ball? They don't got nothing else to give him.
they got another guard, not another guard, but they got a power forward that they drafted, didn't they? That they got from Detroit. I thought anyway. Look, don't get me lying about the NBA. I only know what happens to passing. If Will don't post it, I don't hear about it.
I mean, with Charlotte, they was an up and coming team, but they young players always get hurt.
But did y'all see that article? And I'd have smacked Kyrie for saying this, talking about he was looking forward to a Kyrie LeBron reunion. Nigga, if you had never been a crybaby in Cleveland, y'all probably could have won a couple more championships.
Right.
Stupid.
Man, yeah, he needs to shut up. He needs to sit down and play some basketball. Shut up and dribble. I ain't a fan of that, but I am right there, man. You blew up your own damn team. Shut the hell up. I mean, I like Kyrie, but you saying some boneheaded ass shit. Shut up, man.
Listen, he wanted to be the guy. Now he realizes
I was about to say,
that ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Exactly. What his
Right.
problem was he let his so-called entourage, people, whatever you want to call them, around him get in his head and say, you need to be the man. And ever since he left, he ain't been the man. He been on 4 damn teams. So
yeah,
well,
apparently
3.
the problem is
Because
you.
Boston, he went to Brooklyn. Now he's down in Dallas. That's Dallas, right?
Yeah,
Or is it
Dallas
Houston?
Mavericks. He's the Dallas Mavericks, right?
All these guys realizing it. Kevin Durant finally said he want to retire as a son. I said, you want to retire as a son? Out of all the people, you that didn't switch teams and stayed crying about every team you on. And now he said he wanted to retire as a son.
I seen that thing you posted in the chat, Quell, about this being Tatum and Brown 7th year together, and they still ain't got a championship. Something me and Tony been talking about since day one.
Right, exactly. And I don't see one in their future this year either.
That's why I just can't give them no credit for being whatever. So people are like, well, they've been. No, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. They've been together too long not to have a championship.
Mm-hmm. 2 marquee players.
The only problem is they so young, though. They started so young. They still really young. They like
I don't care if they was 12. Now I'm playing. But I'm just saying, but you would think, Quell, being that young and having that kind of experience now, and they're not even 30 yet, that they should have a championship. And Boston, to their credit, have put pieces around them they just haven't used. I mean, because the year that
they ain't got the mentality. They are the Golden State Warriors, and they could have beat the Golden State Warriors. That was the time. The time during the finals, it was a time for the franchise to turn. It was a time for them. Everybody has that click moment. The Jazz had it. What's the name that their center and that point guard they got? They both had it. Like, all right, this is our time.
And Tatum just didn't. He disappeared at the wrong time.
It's something.
Right.
It's something that clicks to you. Like, we ain't losing. We're not going to lose.
Tatum disappeared at the wrong time. Supposed to be the so-called all-star and the leader of the team and this, that, and the other. Well, he disappeared when he wasn't supposed to. What you think, OJ? Is that too long? Should they been had one? I mean, I'm not saying they should have had one in year 3, but I mean, this is about to be year 7. I mean, they're in year 7 together, and they don't have a championship. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times, and they've been to the championship and still haven't gotten it done. So where are we at with that?
Since, like you said, they've been playing since they were in almost teenage. They're like 1 year, one and done. Both of those guys. So it takes time to grow together.
7 years,
dude. 7 years. Come on, man. Like What's going on?
I mean, it does take
Well,
time, but
they've been to the finals.
Not
I
that
mean,
much.
you see the growth. They've gotten to the finals. They just can't get
Yeah,
over
they
the
can't.
hump.
But they,
It's
I
to the
think
point
that
now where if they even win a championship, it's gonna be like, who cares? To me,
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, to me too. Like,
I mean, it's like, who cares? It's about time. You should have been did it. So who cares? I mean, I don't even come like when Milwaukee won it, it was exciting. That was Giannis. He dominated. He put it on Phoenix. It was just he stepped up when he was supposed to. Hate him.
yeah, he did. He really did. That was one I was
mhm.
like, okay,
I mean,
here we go.
he took over that series like he was
Yeah,
LeBron and Jordan. I'm telling you, he
yeah,
just
he
Yeah.
did.
He put that team on his back and on his
right.
back and just rode it.
Right. It was not just it wasn't like Denver where it was a tandem with the center and the point guard. It was just
Right,
Giannis
right,
all the game,
All day.
right.
Yep.
defense and
I mean,
offense.
he dropped 250 pieces in that series, which you're supposed to do, Durant. I mean,
hmm
Right.
And he
so
wasn't fading away with freaking 3-pointers. Boston. What's his boy? Boy, I can't even remember his damn name now.
Tatum.
John a blank. Tatum. Yeah, Tatum. Damn Tatum.
Yeah.
Thinking he'd Steve he Curry and shit. Get your ass up in that damn paint,
Tony, you
boy.
can't be drawing a blank on your boy. Come on now.
You know what?
Man,
You know
Tatum,
what's
man.
going on? You know what's wrong with Tatum's game? He can't. He's not an off-script player.
And besides the
He's
fact that, like Tony said last show, he thinks he's a point guard. And he's not.
Timberwolves still
yeah, Shea
leading. Look at
Gilgeous
them.
Alexander. Yeah, they still
Yeah.
number one. They found the nucleus, but they ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna
No, they're
get
not.
that
They're
number one
not.
spot. But
You
They're
don't
not.
believe
I
in the
think
big
they're gonna
cat?
play. Huh?
You don't believe in the big cat and
No, they did what I said she should
Gobert?
do. Is Cat should be the number 2 or 3 option, and you should center it around Anthony Edwards, and that's what they did. They did that, which is good. And
We'll see what happens. Might be going to a playoff game, Tony.
Yeah, man, please.
I just wanted to ask y'all, OJ specifically, because he watches it more than us about that unified in football league that they got with the XFL and USFL. Anybody gonna check that out?
yeah,
Nope.
may. When's it
Yeah,
supposed to
I'll
start?
check out.
Like
Okay.
I
March?
actually
After
watched
the
a couple
NFL.
games last year in the
Yeah.
XFL. They,
Yep.
it kind of reminds me of college football because they ain't got nothing to lose, but they got everything to gain. So they play good, or they might get an NFL contract.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. The games I saw were competitive. They were good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the game that I saw, both teams were undefeated. Was like St. Louis and whoever the Washington D.C. team was. It was a good game actually. I think they need better
Mm.
announcers, but it was a good game.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Thanks for joining us on Sports Talk Coast to Coast. See you next time.